Um, Good day everyone. My name is Romelyn Isalang, and then today I will be presenting my report on types of business organization. And the first one is a sole proprietorship. It is a single individual owns and operates the business. It's the simplest form, with the owner having complete control and responsibility. Like for example, local grocery store, mga small local bakery, ganun. Isa lang nagmamanage sa business na yun. Wala siyang ibang katuwang, kumbaga siya lang yung nagmamanage ng responsibilities niya. So here's the advantages. Number 1, simplicity. They are easy to establish and operate with minimal paperwork and regulatory requirements. Number 2, full control. The owner has complete control over all business decisions and operations. Tax benefits. Profits are reported on the owner's personal tax return, avoiding double taxation. Number 4, flexibility. The owner can quickly adapt to changes without needing to consult partners or shareholders. Siya lang yung nagde-decide. Kumbaga kasi nga isa lang siya na nag-manage sa responsibilities ng business, kaya flexibility. 5, cost effective. Generally, they have lower startup and operational cost compared to other business structures. 6, direct benefit. The owner receives all profits directly and use them as desired. And if it is having the advantage, there is also a disadvantages. So number 1, unlimited liability. The owner is personally liable for all business debts and legal claims. 2, limited capital. Raising funds can be difficult as it relies on the owner's personal finances or loans. 3, business continuity issues. The business may end if the owner dies or becomes unable to manage it. And then number 4, heavy workload. The owner must handle all aspects of the business, which can be overwhelming difficulty in attracting. And then 5, talent. It might be harder to offer competitive salaries and benefits, limiting the ability to hire skilled employees. 6, limited expertise. The owner may not have the broad range of skills needed to manage all aspects of the business effectively. And then, for me, parang mas maganda yung sole proprietorship kung nagpapatayo ka ng business, kasi nga madali lang siyang i-manage compared dun sa mga ibang types ng business, kagaya ng mga partnership, ganun. Kasi nga, sole proprietorship, ikaw lang nagmamanage nun. And for me, parang mas maganda siya kahit low capital lang. Yun nga lang, heavy workload siya. Maraming mga i-handle na like kumbaga, kahit mahirap na or different aspects, ganun, sa business. Kaya, pero at least pwede mong like kumbaga, kapag na kapag wala ka ng, kapag hindi na siya kapag hindi lumago yung business mo, pwede mong i-stop muna, ganun. And then mag-isip ka muna kung ano yung dapat mong gawin, or like ganun, gagawa ka ng mga possible na solution sa mga problems mo, ganun. And then Number 2, partnership. A partnership is a legal arrangement where two or more individuals or entities collaborate to run a business. In this structure, partners share management responsibilities, profits, and losses according to their agreement. Advantages. Example po ng partnership is yung like Ben and Jerry's. It's the company was founded by Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, who shared ownership and management responsibilities. And advantages. Number 1, shared responsibility. Partners can share the workload and responsibilities, reducing the individual burden on each person. Number 2, diverse skills. Combining different skills and expertise can lead to more innovative solutions and better decision making. Number 3, shared cost, expenses, and financial risk are divided among partners, which can reduce the financial strain on any single individual. 4, mutual support. Partners can offer emotional and professional support to each other, which can be crucial in challenging times. 5, increased resources. Partnerships often have access to a wider network of contacts, resources, and opportunities. 6, flexibility. Partners can create a business structure that suits their needs and preferences, allowing for more flexibility in management and operation. And there is also a disadvantages of partnership. Number 1, shared liability. Each partner can be personally liable for the business's debts and obligations, which can put personal assets at risk. Number 2, conflicts and disagreements. Differences in vision, management styles, or decision-making can lead to conflicts between partners. Number 3, unequal workload. If partners do not contribute equally, it can lead to resentment and operational inefficiencies. Number 4, decision-making delays. Decisions often require consensus or compromise, which can slow down the process. Number 5, profit sharing. Profit must be shared according to the partnership agreement, which might result in lower individual earnings compared to sole proprietorship. 6, limited control. Partners must often consult with each other, which can limit individual control over the businesses. Para sa akin, partnership, parang maganda naman siya. Kasi nga, nagtutulungan kayo kung may mga problemas. Pero yun nga lang, kung mas lamang yung isa, kung mas magaling siya mag-manage ng business compared dun sa isa, parang unfair. Parang, yun nga, sabi niya, unequal workload. Ganun. Kasi nga, syempre, kapag mas lamang talaga yung isa na patakbuhin yung negosyo, tas yung isa parang hindi naman gaano, parang unfair talaga. And then, parang limited yung limited control. Parang, ganun na nga. Pero kapag sa mga ideas, siguro ganun. Kapag nagtulungan sila ganun, parang mas, mas less yung workload. Ganun. Ba? And then number 3, corporation. A corporation is a business entity that is legally separate from its owners, known as shareholders. It can own assets, incur liabilities, and enter into contracts in its own name. Like for example, yung Apple Incorporation, Microsoft Corporation, ng ganun, malakihang negosyo. Advantage. Limited liability. Shareholders have limited liability for the company's debts and obligations, protecting personal assets. 2. Access to capital. Corporation can raise capital by issuing stocks or bonds, providing greater financial resources for growth and expansion. Perpetual existence. Corporations continue to exist independently of the ownership changes of the death of shareholders. And then 4, transferability of ownership. Good. Shares can be easily bought and sold, providing liquidity and flexibility for investors. Tax benefits. Corporations may benefit from various tax deductions and lower corporate tax rates compared to personal income tax rates. Professional management. Corporations often have a structured management system with professional executives and a board of directors, which can lead to more efficient operations. Disadvantages. 1. Complex and costly setup. Establishing and maintaining a corporation can be complex and expensive, involving legal and administrative costs. Double taxation. Corporation may face double taxation once at the corporate level on profits and again at the individual level when dividends are distributed to shareholders. 3. Regulatory requirements. Corporations are subject to intensive regulations and reporting requirements, which can be burdensome and time-consuming. Loss of control. Shareholders elect a board of directors to manage the company, which can lead to a loss of direct control for the original owners. 5. Increased scrutiny. Corporations often face greater scrutiny from regulators, shareholders, and the public, which can impact operation and decision making. 4. Cooperative. A cooperative or co-op is a type of business organization owned and operated by its members who use its services or products. Like for example, sa gardening, yung iba, sila yung one person will be handling yung pagtatanim, and then yung isa naman is taga-harvest or watering the plants, ganun. Parang yung work is work balance pa, ganun. And ganun. For the advantages, a member control. Each member typically has an equal vote in decision making, promoting democratic governance and a sense of shared ownership. 2. Profit sharing. Profits are often distributed among members based on their participation or use of the cooperative rather than capital investment. Number 3. Community focus. Cooperatives often prioritize community needs and social objectives over profit maximization, which can enhance local development and support. Risk sharing. Number 4. Members share financial risk and responsibilities, which can reduce individual exposure. 5. Access to resources. Cooperatives can leverage collective purchasing power and resources, potentially reducing cost and increasing bargaining power. Number 6. Long-term stability. Cooperatives can offer more stability and continuity as they focus on long-term goals rather than short-term profits. And the disadvantages is slower decision-making. Democratic processes can lead to slower decision-making and potential conflicts among members. Limited capital. Cooperatives may have limited access to capital compared to other business structures, as they rely on member contribution and profits. Number 3. Potential for conflicts. diverse member interests and opinions can lead to disagreements and conflicts, affecting the cooperative's effectiveness. 4. Potential for conflicts. Diverse member interests and opinions can lead to disagreements and conflicts, affecting the cooperative's effectiveness. Number 5. Management challenges. Managing a cooperative can be complex, particularly if members lack experience in business, operations, and governance. And for number 6, profit distribution. Profit distribution based on member use rather than investment can sometimes be less efficient or less attractive to investors. And for the last types of business organization I searched is limited liabilities company. A limited liability company is a business structure that combines elements of both partnerships and corporations. Like for example sa LLC, Green Tech Solution ay limited liabilities companies. Is a company that provides an eco-friendly technology consulting services. Advantages: limited liability protection. Members are typically protected from personal liability for business debts and legal actions. Flexible management structure. LLCs can be managed by members or designated managers, allowing for adaptable management options. And then tax flexibility. LLCs can choose their tax treatment either as a sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation to optimize tax benefits. Or less regulatory burden. LLCs face fewer formalities and compliance requirements compared to corporations, simplifying operations, flexible profit distribution. Profits and losses can be allocated among members in a flexible manner, not necessarily based on ownership percentages. Credibility. An LLC structure can enhance business credibility and professionalism with clients, vendors, and potential investors. Disadvantages of LLC: self-employment taxes. In many cases, LLC members are subject to self-employment taxes to share taxes on their share of the LLC's profits, which can be higher than corporate tax rates. Number 2, limited growth potential. LLCs may face challenges in raising capital as they cannot issue stock like corporations and may be less attractive on investors. Number 3, varied state regulations. LLC regulations and fees can vary significantly by state, which can create complexity if the business operates in multiple states. 4, administrative cost. While generally less burdensome than corporation, LLCs still have ongoing administrative costs such as annual reports and state fees. Number 5, complexity in profit sharing. The flexibility in profit distribution can sometimes lead to disputes among members if not clearly outlined in the operating agreement. And the last one is a limited longevity. In some states, LLCs may have a limited lifespan or may need to be dissolved and reformed if a member leaves or passes away. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. Thank you.